From Walter Cronkite, basically, to this guy, Joe Rogan, who believes in dragons. I checked it. He believes in dragons? He believes in dragons.
Did you triple source that?
Yes, I did. And he also thinks that dragons, I guess like dinosaur type of animals, roamed the earth when people did. So this is the type of really, really bad information that's going out there.
Well, in defense, there are some really good news.
It's possible that Donald Trump did roam the earth when dinosaurs were here.
Wait, can y'all see it? Wait, hold on. I'm in the way. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm in the way. Oh, man. And then he even tweeted on this as well. These ladies at the spew, man. The spew, not the view. The spew. Oh, man. I couldn't wait to get into this video, you guys. I just couldn't wait to get into it, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. And God bless them beautiful patriots around the world, man. My brothers and sisters, man. One love to the human race. And that y'all have had an amazing week so far. Getting ready for the weekend, man. We got some things to roll out, to talk about. And it's going down, y'all. It is going down, man. And all we can do is keep y'all informed and have fun, man. For real. Because we're living in some crazy, dark, disgraceful times, y'all. Yes, indeed, man.
The View. It looks like they're going to have to apologize again. How much trouble can they get in 1 week? This time they go after Joe Rogan. They go after his intelligence, if you can believe that. They completely lie. They make things up. I'm going to show you what they said on The View. And then I'm going to show you what Joe really said. This is how they start their segment. They tell you, the viewers, the audience, how great they are, how they never get it wrong. If you want to go somewhere else and get misinformation, you go to Joe Rogan. If you want to get the truth, real news, you come to us. We triple check. We check it over. We never get it wrong. Social media, they're always getting it wrong. And these young people, they keep on going to social media. This is why. These lunatics. Listen.
Welcome back. Did you know that nearly 40% of young Americans get their news from social media influencers?
Instead of you?
Who skew towards the right, according to a new Pew report. Pew. There's also been a mass exodus from Elon Musk's social media site X.
They don't even know why they're clapping.
Over to the new site Blue Sky. So if this is the young generation's mainstream media, does it just intensify the echo chamber that is already cable news?
Well, I'd like to do a little PSA that just because you saw it on one of these social media sites does not make it true.
Did you know that?
Circulating posts and then having people say, is that real? Like, when you see something, you have to source it. You have to check and then check again. And it doesn't matter who sent it to you or who you're looking at and thinking, oh, this person's right. A lot of the time, we've got AI, we've got a massive misinformation and disinformation campaign. It is the #1 near-term fear of the Global Economic Forum. People want us divided, and they aren't just here in this country. They're foreign adversaries who are infiltrating our social media because it is prudent for us to stay that way. So when you see something that really pisses you off, you should triple check that one.
Yeah,
triple check it.
That's why people like our show, because they know that we are checked by ABC News. But
we're checked by everybody.
Yeah.
ABC News. Yeah, y'all hearing it, man.
I mean, if
we're checked by everybody. They're checked by ABC News, guys. That's why they always get it right. Oh my God.
That's why people like our show, because
that's why people like their show. After saying all that, saying how precise they are, how perfect they are, what does Joy Behar do? She just blurts us out. The news you can count on.
That's why people like our show, because they know that we are checked by ABC News. But
we're checked by everybody.
Yeah, I mean, if we're wrong, we have, the legal note here.
Watch everybody's faces here.
We went from Walter Cronkite basically to this guy Joe Rogan,
This
who
guy.
believes in dragons. I checked it. He
believes in dragons?
He believes in dragons.
Did you triple source
And-
that?
Yes, I did. And he also thinks that dragons, like I guess like dinosaur type of animals, roamed the earth when people did. So this is the type of really, really bad information that's going out there.
It does.
Bad
I ain't
information.
lying, y'all. She got that big old suit on, look like a big old piece of a big old piece of metal sitting up there. I'm sorry, y'all. My eyes. She ought to be ashamed of herself sitting up there.
Information at Joe Rogan's place. Did you know that, guys? Good information at their place. Joe believes in dragons. Fire-breathing dragons. They want you to think he's going loony. First of all, who cares if anybody believes in dragons? Most people believe in aliens. But okay, Joy, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. You want me to come to you because you're credible, right? You're credible? Prove to me that you're credible. I'll do it for you. I'll fact check you to prove your credibility. Joe, do you believe in dragons?
You know what I'm really fascinated with is things that existed like only in myth, but that every culture has, like dragons. Like I had this guy, Forrest Gallant. He's a wildlife biologist, and he thinks that there's a real possibility that dragons were an actual thing, and that
Well, when they have lived, like when dinosaurs were around.
no, they lived alongside humans. That's why there's all these records and all these different cultures, and you know, there's Chinese culture has dragons, Japanese culture has dragons, ancient Europeans have dragons. Like dragon is not a fire breathing. That seems to be bullshit. But maybe even
What kind of, like, what would their purpose be?
well, they're probably like a crocodile that flies. There was probably like more than one kind of really dangerous.
Yeah, so do we trust you the spew, Joy? Do we trust ABC News? Do we? That's why the election went the way it went. That's why them patriots got to spit in y'all face. Because we're sick and tired of the lies. And not only with the spew and y'all and then that show, I don't even know how we're still trying to figure out how it's still on air, but we know about ABC News and its history and who's behind it, you know. And you got Disney. I mean, just say we all know why it's not going anywhere. But they ought to be ashamed of themselves. And why they advocated for Kamala so hard. And got up there and lied time and time after again. And I'm glad Joe Rogan responded the way he did, man. Because we get to laugh at these ladies. It's been meltdown after meltdown. They're arguing every single day. Well, we got it wrong. Y'all been wrong a long time ago. Hate to break it to you. And legacy media is in trouble. All y'all. It's CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, NSBC, all of them, man.
dangerous reptile that they call dragons, like Komodo dragons.
Right, Komodo dragons.
Giant
exist,
lizard,
right.
they call it a dragon, right? Crocodiles, dragons. The question is whether or not one of them actually flew. Because we know that pterodactyls were a real thing. And if
I mean,
pterodactyls...
they probably were real then.
Nah. I think it's probably something like that. You know, some kind of like enormous bird type creature.
Starts it off with saying they're a myth.
Yeah.
Admits there's no fire-breathing dragons. His own guest says they were probably real, right? And what does Joe say?
Nah.
Joy, you failed. Again, thanks for the tip, but I'm sticking with Rogan.
Yeah, they all failed. Yeah. Just, you know, it's nothing new how they, and then again, how they took those same clips of Trump speaking and, you know, turned them around, took them out of context, spin them, and put words in his mouth. You know, again, everybody kept waking up to all that crap, and while they're so flooded on platforms where you can speak freely like X, and again, shout out to Elon Musk, but while people are on the internet more and they're doing more research than ever, actually going back and watching the full thing, and you know, where did this source come from? What did Trump actually say? What did he actually say? What did she actually say? Because they see that on here with the fake news. They can't be trusted. ABC can't be trusted. These ladies on the spew can't be trusted. Full of hate. Deranged. And they're so deranged, they made Trump look even better.
What's a Cronkite? Basically, to this guy Joe Rogan, who believes in dragons. I checked it. He believes in dragons. He believes in dragons.
Did you triple source that?
Yes, I did. And he also thinks that dragons, like I guess like dinosaur type of animals, roamed the earth when people did.
Rogan really leaning into this one by changing his ex-bio to quote dragon believer. Joe Concha is a Fox News contributor, and he joins us now. Joe, this is so up Joe Rogan's alley in terms of what he finds funny. To first of all be called a dragon believer, and also to be accused of being an unreliable source of information by the ladies of The View. So what is your reaction to all of this?
Oh, yes, Carly. We should absolutely trust The View and not the guy who revolutionized the world with electric cars, SpaceX. I could go on with the accomplishments of Elon Musk. I have a question. Do stupid people get to a point in life where they realize that they're stupid? Because this is what panic sounds like in legacy media. I've said this before in this program. It's worth repeating again because it's so disturbing. The View is under the ABC News umbrella. ABC News is run by a woman named Dana Walden. Dana Walden is Kamala Harris's very best friend. They lived right near each other in Brentwood, California when she was a senator there. Dana Walden set up Kamala Harris on a blind date with Doug Emhoff, who she obviously is now married to. And now this is what the result is of Dana Walden running ABC News. You have people like Joy Behar and Whoopi Goldberg under the ABC News umbrella losing their minds on a daily basis. And it's actually kind of fun to watch. But at some point, people are going to be like, all right, I don't want to listen to this anymore because, quite frankly, I can't trust you people because you told us that Donald Trump was Hitler, and now apparently Hitler is going to be the 47th president of the United States. Go figure.
Well, at some point, I would argue that point is already here. I mean, look at the ratings from the election and beyond. I mean, people are not watching this stuff, and I broaden that out to all the mainstream media collectively.
They're in trouble. They're not. I'm telling y'all, man. Independent media content creators pushed more views than all combined. And what's crazy is Fox was the only one that was at the top. And then after that, MSNBC, they couldn't even crack 500,000. When they posted that that rank sheet, and they posted the stats, I said, "Are you what?" But what did they expect, man? They're in big trouble. And these next 4 years are going to be very, very interesting.
I'm going to take a different tact on this, though, Joe. Shouldn't conservatives be celebrating this cacophony because it shows that there are factions on the left that still refuse to acknowledge ultimately why Trump won and the reasons for it. And so, I don't know, looking ahead to 2026, that bodes well for the Republicans if they still haven't figured out why the Republicans won.
It's a great point, Todd. I mean, I said this on this program. I'll say it again. Before the election, you guys know this, I said that I couldn't see how Kamala Harris could beat Donald Trump when Donald Trump was winning over black voters to the amount that he was, Latino voters to the amount that he did. Obviously, we also had the union voters, rank and file. He was winning those over as well. We saw the Teamsters in terms of their internal polling that he was winning there big time. And when you win those three Democratic strongholds, the Democrat nominee, in this case Kamala Harris, didn't have any chance. So, yeah, that's the thing. Like, they should understand that Donald Trump won for a reason, that he resonated with the very viewers that they seek to bring in. And I'll just leave it there, that Trump resonates with people, while people like Joy Behar and Whoopi Goldberg, went after a Staten Island bakery because they wouldn't make her a cake because their boiler went down? I mean, come on. I mean, this is insane. And at some point, people are going to be like, all right, I'm done with you guys. I'm done.
All right, really quickly, continuing with the post-mortem here. Here is former NBC News anchor Brian Williams. He was on with Seth Meyers last night. Watch this.
It is tough love time for the Democratic Party. I think it needs to be stripped down and rebuilt. I think it's insulting when members of the working class, which the Democratic Party has lost entirely in our lifetimes, to insist the economy is doing great. I think the biggest unforced error of the Biden administration by far was the border. To tell people it's not a problem is insulting.
He also said that he wants to know whose idea it was to have Joe Biden run for re-election at a 38% approval rating when he is the age that he is.
I'll be quick, guys. We talked about this. I've talked about this on the air well before the election. I love hearing this stuff after the election. But yeah, the border is a big issue. It affects every community in this country. The economy, you can't say it's great when people look at their bank accounts and say, no, it's not. They go to the grocery store and they say, I'm paying twice as much as I did under Donald Trump. So why should I vote for this administration again? So the analysis is correct, but after the fact, I kind of find funny because we talked about it before the election, and that's the whole ball game, unfortunately. And I'm sorry about my voice, by the way. I'm fighting a bit of a cold, we'll call it, and just trying to fight through it. So
if you have kids, you're fighting a cold from October through April. Everybody knows that.
That's true.
Joe
when
Concha.
school starts, you're going to be fighting those colds. That's right.
You.
Feel better, Joe. Well, at least it's the weekend, so hopefully you can.